Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Series 2, Episode 3 of Healthy Living with Marilyn. Yeah, it's our 23rd episode.
I was going to say, whoa.
Our 23rd episode.
Yes, I said season 2.
That is awesome.
We are really rocking and rolling. Welcome to Healthy Living with Marilyn. We're so glad that you could come and visit us in my den in Henrico County. And I am so glad to have Josi back with me. It's awesome. Lisa was wonderful. I appreciate it.
Hi,
Lisa, if you're
thank
out
you.
there,
Thank you.
we hope you're doing well. And thank you so much for pitching in and being my co-host for the past 3 weeks. My name is Dr. Marilyn Scott. For people who don't know me, I've been a naturopath for about 38 years. Yeah, I'm up there in age, but I don't look it.
No.
Which makes me feel good. So, and I started this show in April with Josi. Josi's been with me from the beginning. And we started this show because I wanted to branch out. And it's like, why don't I step totally out of my comfort zone and do something I've always wanted to do but never did. So here we are. On our 23rd show. I'm just so excited, and I am so happy to have a really great new friend of mine. She's a nutritionist. Her name is Marquita Ford-Whisonant, and I'm so glad that you're here with us. Thank you so much
excited to be here.
For being with us tonight and enlightening us. She, like I said, she's a nutritionist, friends, a nutritionist. So she talks about healthy eating. She talks about eating. She talks about thinking about eating. What we're going to do tonight is talk about ways how to handle your emotional eating. I am an emotional eater. I've been an emotional eater for years. My weight is my Achilles heel. I've always been this way, and I am working on it now because several weeks ago when Lisa was one of our guests, you were here. Yeah.
Okay. You tell me about what occurred, and I'll tell you if I was here.
Yeah, I think you were here, Josi. We talked
Well, if Lisa
about
was
intent.
a guest, yes, I was here.
Yes, yeah, you were here. And we talked about intent. Well, my intent was to lose 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, I've sort of changed that. My intent is to make sure that I can get in smaller dress sizes. But I've still got to lose the weight because you got to lose the weight in order to get in the smaller dress sizes. So I'm working on it. I am a work in progress. Don't think that you can do this overnight. If it took you a while to put the weight on, it's going to take you a while and then some to take it off.
And maintain.
Right?
Yes,
and
that is
maintain it.
true.
I'm great at taking it off. I'm a terrible maintainer, Marquita.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's hard. It can be hard.
It's very
It
hard.
is.
You know, and the older you get, the harder it is. So my husband and I went to the beach a couple days ago. It was a lot of fun. I did so much walking, I thought my hips were going to go off and go over into the corner. I think they just had about had enough. You know,
Your
They
body
said,
will talk to you.
Yeah, your
Yes.
body will talk to you. And if your body starts talking to you, it's time for you to just take a little bit of a siesta, which is what I did. But I have a tendency to push myself and push myself and push myself. And sometimes after I do that, I reward myself. But since I met Mark, which is, you know, that's really...
That's what we tend to do is we push and push, and they're like, well, I deserve a treat now.
I deserve a treat, so I'm going to have a half a gallon of ice cream or something. What? I've never eaten that much ice cream in one sitting.
Okay.
But, anyhow, I did a lot of walking, I did a lot of resting, and I have not, since I met Marquita, I have not had one spoonful of ice cream at all.
And how long has it been?
We met, what?
It's been over a month.
Yeah, way
Yeah.
over a month, maybe
Yeah.
6
Good
weeks
job.
ago.
Good job.
So that is awesome. I'm
Good
so
job.
proud.
6, 7 weeks ago, yeah. So I think that's pretty good. But the other thing is, don't put it in your house. If you want to stay away from it, don't put it in your house, right? We don't want to do that. That's a no. Because if
Don't
you know
tempt
it's
yourself
here,
unnecessarily.
if you know it's in your house, you're going to eat it. So if you keep it out of your house, I mean, give it to your kids or
No, don't, no.
you know, give it to somebody else. Give it to your neighbor or something. But if
No.
you don't, well, that's one way to get rid of it, Joes.
But you don't want to make someone else's life unhealthy, too.
Well, maybe they don't
Yes.
care. I don't know. I don't know. I like to share, so
Okay.
you know,
Share
I'll
goodness.
give it to somebody. So, but anyhow, we've talked about, we got here early and we've been talking about the best way to handle emotional eating. I was doing real good until my son, and I hope you're there, Donnie. I hope you're watching us tonight. My son leaves to go to LA 3 years ago, and he gives me 2 weeks' notice. And that's when the emotional eating started with me again. And I was on the gerbil wheel, you know, and I just couldn't get off. So when I met Marquita, that was when I got the mindset. You need to have the mindset
Yep.
to decide that you're not going to do this anymore.
Yes.
And Marquita says that there is 21 days to create a habit. And we all know that. So if you don't know that, yeah, there's 21 days to create a habit. By the way, getting off the rabbit trail a minute, or getting on the rabbit trail a minute, we are streaming this live on Facebook, and we are streaming this live on YouTube, so we do it what I call simultaneously streaming it. And so if I don't get a chance to answer your questions on Facebook because I'm about 10 feet away from my phone, I guarantee you I will answer them afterwards, because my most favorite time of the week is after the show is done and we've got it in the can and it's wonderful. That's my favorite time of the week. So, and I don't reward myself with food.
Yes.
So I reward myself with some rest.
That is awesome.
So Marquita, I met her several weeks ago. Actually, thank you, Akila Collins, if you're
Yes.
watching. She gave me her name and referred her to me. And we met at a Panera, and we were talking. And Marquita has lost a lot of weight.
Yes.
And I guess that's why you became a nutritionist?
That was one of the,
main reasons?
A big reason that I did that in itself with me was one, because I struggled with my weight for a long time, and not only that, but I was struggling with high blood pressure and sleep apnea and a lot of things like that. And I also had just a family history of many things like diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol. And I just, like I said, I was struggling with the weight, struggling with that. And at some point I was just like, I truly can't, and it does have to take a mindset that, I just can't stay here anymore. I can't do this anymore, not to myself, not to my body. We only get one body.
That's right.
So,
we only get one body.
And if you mess it up, we're gonna live.
So
That's
I was like, I can't do this anymore. And that's when I decided I had to just make changes. And I've lost, over 120 pounds, and I have, maintained that.
I
and
thought that you could have ever had that. I'm thinking,
yes, no.
you look gorgeous.
Thank you. But it was hard, but it was process. It was a process and it was progress. I mean, it's a day-by-day thing, and it takes time, but, it is so worth it.
So what are your ways, how can you tell our viewers what is a good way to handle your emotional eating?
Well, and that's one thing, because I had a lot of emotional eating, and then, with my job also, and like a lot of stress sometimes, that also just, because as you said, a stressor can really add into, that eating, because, and what I found out with myself and also with other clients is that when there is a stress or when something's going on, like, we don't have control over that situation. So the thing we have control over is food. I have control over that, how much I put in, how much I do, I have control over that. So it's just trying to I like to, just, one thing for me was eating healthier, eating whole foods, because truly what we put in our mouth is, food, number one, is medicine, and food just has the power to do so much, especially if it's the good, if it's good whole foods that we're putting in.
The power, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bad
Well,
things
yes.
to us, it can do good
Bad
things.
food
Yes,
do bad
yes,
things to your
yes.
body.
But the good, definitely, it has, it changed mind, body, soul, just whole, full, that it can do.
And, like we've said, it takes 21 days to make a habit. So if you mess up on day 2, don't give up.
No.
Keep going.
Yes.
Keep going. And keep persevering, and we're here to motivate you.
Yes.
You know, instead of eating, if you're in a situation, you might want to delve into your work a little bit. I've done that before. Or go exercise a little bit, or go take a walk. Go put your sneakers on and take a walk, because that's really important. You're doing something for yourself. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water, because that flushes out all the toxins. And for every for your body weight, you have to drink half your ounces of water. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you got to drink 75 ounces of water. Don't start drinking 75 ounces of water that day. I have told you that before, because your body will start sloshing and your eyeballs will float. Not really, but it seems like they float.
And I think a big thing is awareness. You know, is being aware of, okay, what's going on right now, and why do I feel like I need this right now? And just being, you know, kind of mindful of what is going on. Why am I doing this? Because we know there probably, you know, there could have been a, you know, stressful situation. You may have, maybe you are upset with someone, something like that, something that's happening, you're going, but, you know, stop for a second, you know, kind of reflect. Yeah, reflect for a minute, and all right, what is going on? And the biggest thing is, don't kind of repress those feelings by going to that food.
Acknowledge them.
Yeah, acknowledge what's going on. Be aware of what's going on. Why am I going to this? Why am I trying to get this? What's going on?
Right. Think about what you're putting in your mouth before you
Yeah.
put it in your mouth. I'm a digestive enzyme specialist, and the one thing that I tell people, digestion starts in the mouth. It doesn't start in the gut, it starts in the mouth. And so you've got to remember to chew your food until it's like cake batter. Now, some of my professors just say chew your food until it's water. Well, if you're eating a little bit of a meat, it's hard to chew your food till it's water. But if you chew your food enough, that also gives you time to enjoy what you're eating.
And you want less.
And you'll want less. Eating on a dessert plate really helps. That helps me. But what I've been trying to do recently, you know, years ago when I was losing weight, and I was really good at it then, I put a rubber band on my wrist, and if I wanted something, if I got into that emotional eating state, and it's like, where did this come from? I popped the rubber band to get myself. I know it sounds ridiculous, but
but I used to do that for other reasons.
Yeah.
It was a reminder piece.
It's a reminder to don't go in the refrigerator. Go find something else to do. Go jog. Go paint. Go find a craft.
You can journal, especially if it's a feeling, if it's feelings, you know, and that's what's kind of bringing about you wanting to have, you know, journaling about what's going on. If that helps you to get it out, that's
Helps
also
to get,
a
and
good
then
thing.
nobody has to see your journal.
Yeah.
You know, put it under your bed, under your mattress. Nobody has to see it, and you don't even have to look at that page after you've written it. And just go on to the next page. Journaling is really important. It helps get your feelings out. It might help get you in the mindset of, I need to lose this weight because I am pre-diabetic. And they wanted to put me on all different types of diabetic medicines. My mother was a diabetic. She's still alive, but it took me 30 years to convince her that if you lose the weight, Mom, you won't be a diabetic. And she's not anymore. She's not on any diabetic medicine. But my two sisters, they're both diabetics. And my one sister who's younger than me is a larger woman. And my other sister, she's kind of big. I'm probably a little bit bigger than her, but that's subject to change. But they both have that tendency towards diabetes. I do too, because of the way I'm built. If you're built like I am, with the big torso here, which I'm really working on now, you have a tendency to be either pre-diabetic or diabetic. And I know that if I eat sugar, and this is why I don't eat sugar anymore. And sugar, and you know, some people like salty things. I don't like salty things. I like sweet things and ice cream and bread. All that stuff that's bad for you. But if I ate something that had sugar and it had too much sugar in it, like a piece of dark chocolate, I would get neuropathy, and I would get restless leg syndrome, and I'd be up walking around, and I felt awful. So if there's foods that are going to make you feel bad, you really don't want to eat them. And the foods that make me feel bad are the foods I shouldn't eat in the first place. So I've been
And your body really kind of tells you when you've, out of the blue the other week, I decided to eat McDonald's. And I felt within 5 minutes of me eating it, I felt literally ill. My whole body was like chilled, and I felt, that might be why I'm still sick. So my body's trying to release it. But, I told my husband in the morning, I said, I'm going to be bad today. Bring me a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I said, but I'm not going to eat the bread. But it really didn't matter, because the egg and the bacon was still bad because it was processed. And I didn't even make it all the way through it, and my stomach started hurting. I was cramping.
Ooh.
It was awful. And I was like, oh, God, Josephine, what's wrong with you? I hadn't had one probably in over a year.
Oh my God, I don't even remember the last time I went to McDonald's. My kids were little, and they're in their 30s now, so it's been ages. Yeah, you have to watch the fast food places. I don't know what's all in that fast food.
Yeah.
I like to go to places where they have more organic food, where they have more healthy food. That's where I like to go.
Yeah.
I know where the foods come from. And a lot of times, if I'm out, like today I was out this morning and I came home, I was going to stop at some place to eat, and I came home, it's like, I can eat something here. Because I wasn't that far.
No.
So, that's
People think it's a convenience, but it's a long-term inconvenience of what it does to your body.
Right, right.
I always say, because, and I know you've probably seen it on a lot of things, because truly when you look at it, I know a lot of people say, well, eating healthy costs so much. But, you truly can, because you can access your farmers markets and CSAs and things like, and when you're getting, foods that are, in season, number one, you're reaping the benefits from them. But number two, they're going to be very cost effective. But in the end, you need to look at, all right, right now you may be paying a little bit more for the food. Or, you're paying later with, medications and doctor visits and
time off from work. Time off from work. So, yeah, food, good, healthy, organic food costs a little bit more. I guarantee you it does. And when you go to the grocery store, I've told you before, you got to look for the 5-digit number that starts with a 9, because that means organic. If it starts with a 4 and it's 4 digits, that's not organic. And I try really hard to buy organic, and so I look for the 5 digits with the 9 at the beginning. And you're paying a little bit more, but to me,
The taste
it's cheaper.
is so much better.
It's better in the long run because you're eating better. You're not getting sick. You don't need to shop the inside of the grocery store. You go on the outside. You get your produce, your dairy, your meat, and you're done. And you can get in and out really fast. Really fast.
And also, if you do, there's a website, www.ewg, I believe. It's the Environmental Working Group. I can't remember if it's .org or .com, but they actually have, the Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen, because I know sometimes the organic can be a little bit more expensive, but you can go there and you can, it kind of tells you the clean, the ones that are where, the pesticides and things really won't get too much in them, so you can actually buy them, conventional. But the ones that you really, the Dirty Dozen, those that you really should be, like your berries and things like that, where you really should be buying organic,
Right.
So they do have a list out, there.
And what's
so
that website again?
That's what I can't remember.
Well, what's the word?
Environmental Working Group, but it's Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen.
Okay, if you Google Environmental Working Group, Clean 15, Dirty Dozen, you'll get that list. And that's really important, and you might want to print it out and put it on your refrigerator, put it on one of your cabinets. I always tell people, if you are really serious in taking care of yourself and you have things that you want to accomplish, put it on a piece of paper, put it where you see it, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it on your dashboard in your car, put it on your refrigerator. Remind yourself that you're only opening up that refrigerator to eat healthy. This is a mindset. If you don't get the mindset, it won't work. It's so important to get the mindset of, I'm going to do this. I only have one body. Yeah, if you mess up, that's okay. Get back on it. Don't stop. Don't give up. I'm not going to be giving up. In fact, Marquita has this great program that she's
Yeah.
starting next week, and this is why it is so great that she's on the show this week. So, what is the program you've got, Marquita?
So it's a 21-day weight loss jumpstart, and I mean it's just geared toward number one, as we had talked about with the 21 days, and just developing. But it's going to help you develop better habits. It's going to help you start reframing your mindset. It's going to help so that you start, you just at least jump start into not only losing weight, but just, how to just start living a healthier life and stick to that healthier life so that you can have just sustainable progress that you're looking for. So, you'll get meals, you get all your meal suggestions, recipes.
Okay.
You'll get shopping lists. Everything's already just made out for you.
You
Fruits,
don't even have to make
vegetables,
your list out.
Everything's
What is
already
that?
That's a winner.
made out.
That's a winner.
Everything's made
Just
out.
right there, that's the winner.
just
My husband
ready
asks all
for
the
you.
time,
Yeah.
where's the grocery list? And I'm like, I don't know.
Grocery list is already done for each week. So you know what you're going to get for each week. And I mean, the beginning, for the first part, we're kind of, as we're talking, we're going to cleanse. We're going to put some good food in and start to get some of everything that we've already had in out of there. And just so we can start, it's like starting fresh and brand new.
So, how do they sign up?
So you would go to my website, so www.eatlaughheal.com.
I like that.
Isn't that nice? Eat, laugh, heal.
Yeah.
You can eat, but you can laugh about it, and you're feeling better. What a deal,
Yeah.
right?
And
it's
so
right
can
on
people,
there.
after the 21 days, can they do that all over again? For
Yes,
the next,
yes. It's
Great.
made so it can continue to be.
Ah.
You can do it again for another, 3 weeks or whatnot. And like I said, you just get a whole bunch of recipes, and
Cool.
you can just try different things. And with this 21 day, you have me, so
You have her.
accountability partner. It's
There
just
you
almost
go.
like a one-on-one, you and me. And you will upload, so you have the ability to. I'll see you. You can take pictures of your meals and upload your meals to me. I just, you continue to just have feedback with me, direct contact and direct line to me.
And what's the app?
Healthy
Healthy is the app. So
is
you
that
can
is
go-
yep. You would download it on your phone, so you'll have it on your phone, have it on your computer.
Yep. And what does it cost?
$47.
That is yes.
that's a giveaway.
That for all the work she
$47.
did to get the recipes, to get the
Yeah,
grocery list, to get all that, and she's going to be one-on-one with you.
Yes.
And if you are having an issue, if you're having in that emotional state right now, and you're having problems getting through it, she'll walk you through it.
The app actually, because the app that when you if you upload your food, the app has it where you can say how you felt when you went to that
Right.
food.
Wow.
Like I felt upset, I was sad, I was happy. So it allows you to say, and then we can go from there on. Okay, so what was going on? And
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
when does it start?
Monday. Starts Monday, the 25th.
Monday is the 25th
Yeah.
of September. Yeah. So look on her website, eatlaughheal.com. And where is it? Is it in a link or is it on your
It's
page?
right under the work with me and
Work
yep,
with me.
right under that. So
And you want to work with her because she's walked the walk and
Yes.
she's talked the talk. She's been there. She's lost over 120 pounds. That is
That's
amazing.
impressive. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole person.
Yeah.
That's a whole person.
it is.
And she looks gorgeous. She looks beautiful. You know, it's like, I want to be thin like that. So I'm getting the mindset. And mine is not so much saying, I want to be healthier.
Yes.
I want to be healthier. I'm tired of not feeling good in the morning. When I eat well, I feel great. And there's no pain and my stomach's not upset because I have digestive issues. That's why I became a digestive enzyme specialist, because I have digestive issues. So it's
I just want to come
important.
out of the plus sizes
Yeah.
and back into the regular sizes.
Yeah,
Because I always see what I want in the regular sizes, and I go to my plus size, and I'm like,
it's not there.
why does this look like a bag? You know?
I know.
Who designed
yeah.
this? You know? Who
was
designed
designed.
this?
I know.
Yes.
I know. So, there's things that you can do. You can number one, like Marquita says, be aware. Be aware of what your emotions are before you open that refrigerator, before you open that pantry, before you open that bag of salty things or whatever you crave. We all have cravings, and sometimes they hit us, and where did that come from? Where did that come from? I'm driving down the road and I'm thinking, I want that candy bar. I used to justify...
Krispy Kreme.
I used to justify eating dark chocolate candy bars because it was good for your heart and it's healthy. Well, I would eat a piece, and then I'd eat another piece, and before I knew it, friends,
The whole bar.
I'd eat the whole bar and it's gone. It's gone. It's like, what did I just do?
I had an idea to put a bell on my refrigerator.
Ah. So what, your husband knows when you go in there?
No, but when I open it, if the bell's ringing, that can be a reminder for me.
That's a good thing.
That's a reminder for me
That's
because
awesome.
you know, instinctively, I think sometimes unconsciously we just go, and you're halfway through eating something, you go, "Oh my God, I can't believe I just did that." That's how I was
Yeah.
with that bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Halfway through it, I was like, "Why did you do this? You've been so good." But if I put a bell on that refrigerator, then it gives me that reminder, hello, get something healthy out of here.
Or put it on your pantry door. You know, where you might have to put that's a great idea. You might have to put several bells around,
Yeah.
you know, to
Yeah.
remind yourself. I think that's a good idea. That is a good idea, Josie. I like that idea. You know, there's ways to, we'll talk about ways to cope when you're under stress. So what are ways that you cope when you're under stress? How I do it is I'll sit and I'll meditate. I'll turn my meditation thing on my phone and I'll sit and I'll meditate for like 15 minutes. And that helps not only relax me, but it gets me back focused. I think it's really important when you're in the emotional eating state to get the mindset, but also get focused and stay focused with, do you agree with that?
Yes, no, I do.
Stay focused with what you're doing. You know? Sometimes when I'm up in my creative sanctuary, which is my office, I get sidetracked. I'll go to something and then I'll go to something else, and you know, I get that ADD
We go
attack.
that multitasking.
Yeah. And
Have
I'm not
10
getting
windows
anything
open
done.
on your computer all at one time, and you're trying to do something to each
Yeah.
one of them. That was today.
That was today for
That
you?
was today. You know.
You know, and it's like I feel like I've got attention deficit disorder, you know, and it comes like that. And so what do? I go hit the refrigerator. Or I think about the fact that, you know, my mom, I'm worried about my mom, so I try not to worry about her. But, yeah, I think about my kids. I mean, it's just little things that just, they just creep up, and it's like, where did that come from? Where did it come from? So sometimes I'll grab some ice. I'll crunch on some ice. You know, that helps. Or I'll drink a glass of water. The only things I really drink are water and iced tea. That's it. And if you're drinking caffeinated beverages, like if you drink an 8-ounce cup of coffee, you have to drink 2 ounces for every ounce of coffee that you drink. So if you drink 8 ounces, you have to drink 16 ounces of water. On top of the water you're always supposed to drink. So staying hydrated.
Float away.
Yeah, you'll float away. So staying hydrated, because caffeine is a diuretic. You know, it's a drug, but it is also a diuretic. So be careful.
It puts me to sleep.
Really?
Coffee does.
Sometimes it does to people. I've
It's
heard that.
it relaxes me and calms me.
It's done that to me too
Yeah.
before. But if I drink it too late at night, I'm up, you know, bouncing off the walls. So I normally don't drink it that late.
Yeah.
Water is my beverage of choice. I don't drink soda. Sometimes I'll have a Zevia, which is the soda made with stevia.
Yeah.
I'll sometimes have that, but I don't drink soda.
I
that's
have not
nothing
had
but-
sodas in
I haven't had
probably even, I mean, I don't remember the last time there was any soda in my body.
Yeah. Carbonated
add 'em.
beverages aren't that great for you. You know,
It's like lemon water or
lemon
Yeah.
water,
grapefruit water.
You can make lemon water. You can make cucumber water,
Yep.
orange water, lime water, you know,
Any fruit.
berry water. If you have trouble drinking water, throw some fruits in there.
and some people say, "Oh, I don't like water." Well, do you like living? I love living.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Do you like to?
I love
do you
living.
like to cleanse your body so you don't have issues? It's really important to drink water.
Where our
Yeah.
body is made up of, you
Yeah,
know,
we're,
A whole
we're,
bunch of
we're
water,
part of
like
the earth.
80
I mean, yeah, we're 2/3
percent
water,
of
just
wa-
like
yeah.
the earth.
Right.
You know.
Right. I mean, we've got skin, but guys, we're a lot of water. We're a lot of
And
water.
every organ, every tissue, everything in the body requires water to function.
Yep.
To
So
function
if you're not
optimally.
drinking water, please start drinking water. Start with a couple glasses of water a day. You know, speaking of water, Lisa Hazelgrove is one of our partners, and I called her earlier today. Well, I called her early this evening, and I asked her. I said, Lisa, what do you want me to talk about tonight about what you do? And she says, talk about the water and the pie mag that she has, which this is the pie mag that has the magnets in it. This is mine. And she also has a waterfall that has rocks in it. And you can put it on the counter and it dispenses the water. It's got a little dispenser thing. And you just pour regular water in the top and it filters it through and comes through. And anyhow, so if you have questions about this, these are on sale right now until the end of the month, and then they're going to go up in price, and so is the waterfall. So you can check with Lisa at lisahealthy.com or her, I'm trying to do this by memory too, her email address is lisa at lisahealthy.com. So get in touch with her. Or get in touch with her through my Facebook page. She's a friend of mine. You can get in touch with her that way. Off the top of my head, I do not know her phone number. But look at lisahealthy.com or get in touch with her on Facebook or email her at lisa@lisahealthy.com. And these are awesome. I take this wherever I go. It's BPA friendly. It's got magnets in it, and I know I can put tap water in there, and I know that it's going to be okay when I drink it. And it's easy to open the top. You can do it with one finger. It's pretty cool. That's what I like about it. Because sometimes if the grandboys are with me, I only have one hand. You know, I mean, when you have your little kids with you, if you're a grandma or a G-ma in your respect, you know, sometimes you only have one hand. You got a baby in one hand and you're doing something in the other. So
We're not octopuses.
that's right. You know, I always used to say with each kid I should have had an extra pair of hands. You know? I would be an octopus because I had 3 kids. So there you go. But, you know, so check out Lisa and check out the water. It's really important to make sure you're drinking good water because you either have to put a filter on your spigot, your faucet, or you got to boil it or do something with it to get it going, because sometimes when I turn my tap on, I smell a lot of chlorine. And that's when I'll boil it, because I'm not drinking chlorinated water. I don't even go in a pool anymore because it goes into your skin like in less than 21 seconds, and I'm not doing that. So, you know, watch the water that you drink. Don't drink the tap water. Get yourself some water. Get yourself a pie mag. Get in touch with Lisa. It's a good thing, you know. And they're on sale right now till the end of the month. So, because water is so important. You know, it fuels our body. It flushes the toxins out of your system. Gets rid of the free radicals in your system. It hydrates you. Because if you're out working, if you're out running, if you're out mowing the lawn or whatever, you sweat. And when you sweat, you're excreting water out of your system. That is one way that we eliminate fluids, is through our skin. People don't realize that, but we really do. You know, when you sweat, you're eliminating fluids. And when you do that, if you don't replenish it with water, you're going to dehydrate yourself. And the way to find out if you're hydrated, you can take your hand and pinch your hand here, and if it stays up, you're dehydrated, and if it goes down, you're not. So I must be pretty hydrated because mine goes down. So, and I drink a lot of water because I have to.
I like coconut water too. Coconut water, especially if I am like hydrating for being outside or working out and really sweating stuff out. It's just, it has so many great, it's got,
It does.
potassiums. I mean, it has everything, all great electrolytes to put back in.
To put back in your system. Yeah, coconut water is really good.
I mean, it's awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
But you don't drink it all the time because it does have a little bit of sugar in it.
But I love it.
I do too. I do too. I do too.
But start your day off with water, you know.
I actually started off with lemon.
Yeah, I do
apple
lemon
cider
water every
vinegar.
morning.
So yeah.
That's the first thing that I ingest in the morning.
Yeah, mine is
And
water.
then I come down and get the ACV.
Right.
Yep.
Apple cider
But I
vinegar.
keep my lemon by my bed, my lemon oil, and I just put a drop in it when I
Yeah.
open it.
Apple cider vinegar. Get it with
Making me thirsty talking about water.
stuff in the mother
With
in
the
the
mother.
bottom. There's a couple brands you can get. You can even find it now in the regular grocery stores. So get yourself some apple cider vinegar. You don't have to refrigerate it. That's what's awesome about it. But make sure you shake it up before you pour it in. Cut it with water, because if you don't, you're going to have this very bad reaction. It like burns down your esophagus.
Just a teaspoon or a tablespoon in some water.
Yep.
Yeah, I put it
usually
in
do a
water.
tablespoon.
Yeah, in water.
Little lemon.
And if it's not strong enough, I put more apple cider vinegar. If I put, vary it to taste. If it's too strong, put more water. If it's not strong enough and you want to really taste it and get the benefits, put more apple cider vinegar. But that's really important. It also helps lose weight. That's another thing that I'm going to start.
That's one of
amazing
the
things.
that's one of the drinks in the 21-day.
Is apple cider vinegar?
No, is the lemon water with
The
apple
lemon
cider
water?
vinegar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it starts your digestion too. It gets
Right,
your
it gets-
digestion
jump started in the
It
morning.
jump starts your digestion. It gets your body rocking and rolling. It wakes your body up. My body normally doesn't wake up till 10 o'clock, so because that's the way my circadian rhythm works. I can get up in the morning, but my body's really not all together until about 10 o'clock in the morning. So it jump starts your body. It's really important to jump start your body with like lemon water, warm lemon water, not real hot lemon water, because you want to be able to drink it. You don't want to wait till it gets cold. And apple cider vinegar is very good for you. It also, apple cider vinegar helps with so many things. It helps with
Pressure.
digestion. It helps with colds.
Yeah.
Yep.
It helps with sore throats. It helps with a lot of things. Google it. There are even some books out there. I have one upstairs in my creative sanctuary on the benefits of apple cider vinegar. Google the benefits of apple cider vinegar.
Yep.
That is one way I feel that will help you keep your mindset going and keep you on a good regimen of not eating emotionally. Because I know there's a lot of us out here that are emotional eaters. And it's hard once you get on that gerbil wheel, it is really hard to jump off.
And then
I've
it's
been
hard
there.
because everywhere you go, there's food. And people are always offering you food. You know, you can't drive 5 minutes without passing some kind of restaurant.
Right.
So it's constantly being instilled in you, eat food,
Yeah.
eat food, eat food. You know, and so you've got to recognize those as little warning signals that, okay, that's there, but the warning is if I do that, then I'm not going to be the best person I want to be.
That's right. That's right. So,
It's just realizing that, you know, it's going to take time though, especially but it's just realizing that, you know, how important you are, how special
Yes.
you are, how you are worth it. You deserve to treat, you know, yourself and your body with, you know, it's just
If you don't love
realizing,
yourself,
like,
nobody
I
else will love
yeah.
you.
that's right. The question is, how much do you love yourself, friends?
Yeah.
Really? How
And
much
we
do you
teach
love
other people how to
yourself?
treat us. So if people around us see us being healthy and doing healthy things, they won't try to give us something that's not
No,
healthy.
they will
They'll
respect you.
respect you.
If they're your friends,
Yeah.
they will respect you. If they try to give you a candy bar and you say, you know, I'm really watching what I eat, if they're your friends, they won't push that candy bar on you. You know, they'll eat it themselves. So,
My husband came home today with, I don't know, some kind of cream pie. He's
my.
He was like, I just picked it up. And I was like, it's okay.
Why?
I'm glad you picked it up. You know, he said, just have a half of it. I said, I don't like it. You know, I don't. And I've never developed a taste for it. But, you know, my preference would have been that he would not have gotten it for himself either. But, you know, I can only control one person.
Well, the thing is, he was an emotional purchaser. Which you can do that. when was it? A couple days ago. Oh, today. My husband and I are in the grocery store, and we're going down the cookie aisle. Okay.
That's not on the outside, Marilyn.
Well, I know, but he gets the cookies. It wasn't me, girlfriend. It wasn't me. It was him. I told him he can have his cookies and his cupcakes just so long as he's not, his sugar doesn't go up and he's feeling okay. If that happens when he starts feeling bad, they go out the window. So that's the deal. So, but anyhow, I was in the cookie aisle, but I was walking towards the checkout thing. And I'm looking at him, and I thought, oh, those cookies are on sale. Nope, you just keep walking.
Yeah.
You just keep walking. I was proud of myself. I just kept walking.
Got to celebrate everything. And, I mean, you don't get discouraged. Don't beat yourself up. Don't, don't think negative thoughts of yourself. It's okay. If something's going on, if you've got a stressor, if something, you're dealing with a situation, don't beat yourself up and just
Cut yourself some
it's
slack.
just it can be. I know it can be hard. I know.
Yeah, I do too.
But it's just again, just reflect on, all right, what's going on? What is this emotion that I'm feeling? What why am I over here now about to just be mindful and think about and just reflect on it. Again, try that journal. Again, like you said, working out is good, but just realize that it does happen, and it's probably happened with everybody. We've all done it, and we still do it. Sometimes something can happen. Yeah.
Right.
So it's okay, but don't beat yourself up. Don't get discouraged. Don't talk about yourself like I'm so hard.
Well, the other thing is, if you've got several emotions that are bothering you, just choose one emotion and work on that. If you're constantly under stress, work on your stress level. Work on it. If you're sad, hold that off until you get the stress level. And if it takes you several days or 21 days or whatever, keep working on that stress level. And the other thing is, if you're eating a meal, eat in the same place. If you're going to eat in the kitchen, eat in the kitchen. I try to eat always in the kitchen. I don't like to eat in my den. Very seldom. I'll grab a bar or something, but since I haven't been eating ice cream, I don't eat in the den. And a lot of times when people eat, and I've done this before, when people eat when they're watching TV is what Stephen Covey calls quadrant 4, and it's information that is being given to you, and you're just sitting there and you're just watching all this TV, and you've got your hand in the bag of Doritos or whatever, and you're constantly doing the seafood and eat it plan here. And we're not talking about eating fish. We're talking about you're just seafood and you're eating it. Or if you see, this is a trigger for me, watching a commercial on TV that has something that I really like food. Or whatever.
Makes you want to get up during that break and go to the kitchen.
Yep, or worse yet, if they've got brownies there, I want to go get some brownies.
Oh, it's planned. I mean, that's how they do. You probably don't realize, or people don't realize how much money is spent on advertising so they purposely put in between those commercials, especially they do it for kids. They try to really, appeal to kids, and I mean I'm telling you, the marketing and
they
the money
blow up
they
the size
spend,
of it. I mean, a burger on TV is like the size of the screen.
Yeah.
Right. So if you've got one of those big screens, it's like looking out your window.
And all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, there's like 4 all beef patties or something. It's not even 2 all beef patties anymore. It's like 4, and now they're adding everything under the sun on too. And I'm like, who in their right mind would eat all of that in the morning?
Right. Well, the other thing is the grocery stores, in my opinion, is a big psychological trip.
Yeah.
Because companies pay a lot of money to have their food on the end cap
the aisle.
and their food at eye level. They pay top dollar for those positions in the grocery store, okay? And people don't realize that. If you've got food down on the bottom shelf, those people really don't care about their food, or, maybe they
don't have a budget to go on the top yet.
That's right. They don't have a budget to go up higher. But at eye level, even up higher, it's too high. But man, at eye level, that's where they get you. And the end caps. You'll be walking down the grocery, and all of a sudden you'll see, I don't know, Cheerios or something, or Fruit Loops, or cookies,
Oreos,
Ribs,
on
on
the
an end cap.
Yep.
They do that on purpose. And those companies pay a lot of money
Yeah.
to have those positions in the grocery store. A
That's
lot
why I
of
try
money.
to stay out of the grocery store.
I
My
know your husband goes grocery
He's our
shopping.
grocery shopper.
Yeah. Well, my husband goes grocery shopping with me. We do it together. Sometimes I go by myself, but I like to go with him because we definitely get what's on the list.
Yeah.
If it's not on the list,
Yeah.
we don't get it that week. So
And he finds things that I would have never thought of that are healthy. And I like that because my mind is like, I only know, I mean, I'm not that cook person. So my mind it goes to certain foods, you know, and he'll come home with something totally unusual. And I'm like, wow, I wouldn't have looked for that. And then when I tried, I was like, that was good. Can you get it again? You
yeah.
know,
So who does the cooking?
we both.
You do? Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you don't like to cook that much either. I don't either. I really don't.
No. My mother told him before he married me that there was not a domestic bone in my body, and she hoped that he really, really loved me.
Yeah, well, my husband and I have a deal. I do the cooking, but he does the dishes. And that's a whole lot better for me. And I try when I make a lot of dishes, I mean, if I get in the mood, which that's not too often, when I get in the mood to really be Betty Crocker, I will try to clean up my dishes and at least leave it halfway neat in the kitchen, in the sink, you know. So, but he does the dishes, and it's like, boy, I don't mind doing the cooking because when it's done, I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done. So, but I really appreciate that because last year when he had back surgery and he was in a wheelchair, I had to do it all.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, I really appreciate everything that he does. And I really do, Xenophon. I appreciate everything that you do because I have had to do it before, and it's tough when you have to pick up the slack, you know. And that's really when I was under a lot of stress like that. That's when I was eating emotionally.
Yeah.
So recognize when you get that emotional urge, when you get that craving, right? So, what other ideas and advice do you have for people out there?
I think we've been just like throwing them out there the whole time, but it was just, you know, recognizing, I mean, understanding when you have that, when you're having those emotions, you know, and, you know, kind of speak your truth too. If it's something that, you know, like I said, that maybe someone did something or, you know, something and we're just kind of suppressing it and we just go get something and just start
That
because
becomes
we're
the
so
release.
upset right now. Yeah, and you just find it so that you can just release. But I mean, no, go ahead and, you know, speak you know, like, you know, not to the, you know, to the point where you can just have a nice conversation just on, hey, this is what's bothering me, instead of just going and trying to
Hit the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Or the pantry.
What about
Yeah.
time? Is it important to eat at the same time? You know, Marilyn talked about eating in the right place. What about time?
I mean, yes, time is good. It is good to have a routine, because that not only gets, you know, kind of gets you, but it not only works like on your body, you know, with having a good routine for your body, but also mentally too. Yes, it is good to have a routine. That does help you. So eating. Sometimes I know that's hard because of the busy lives that we live. You know, because we may have to go and, you know, pick up, you know, some who have kids picking up kids or working late or have this meeting or, you know, something at work maybe can't have the same time all the time. So it can be hard, but if you can, then that's a great thing to be able to do.
You know, they also say it's a good thing to make sure that you go to bed about the same time every night and get up the same time every morning. But sometimes on the weekends, I like to sleep in. I'll be honest with you. I like to sleep in sometimes.
I like sleeping every day.
Well, when I was watching the kids, I couldn't always sleep in.
Right.
But there are times when when we were at the beach, I loved sleeping in. You know, it was nice. So,
But I know when I'm focused.
yes.
Like when I told you I was going to start walking.
Yeah.
I made a point of waking up and getting out and out of the door by 8 o'clock in the morning to go walk.
Right. And make sure that you have your clothes out if you're going to go walk or if you're jogging or, you know, my daughter, she did one of these terrain obstacle courses this past week. Yeah, I give her a lot of credit. Way to go, Tiffany. You know, it was jumping jumping over a 10-foot wall and under barbed wire and whatever floats your boat. That's not something that I'd like to do, but she wanted to do it, and it was out of her comfort zone, and she did it. You know, and she was dedicated enough to do that, and my hat's off to her. You know, you've got to be dedicated to your own body. You got to be dedicated enough to love yourself enough where you're going to watch what you eat. You know, and I'm going to be going through this with Marquita for the next 21 days.
I'm going to sign up too.
And Josie's going to sign up, and we're going to, every week, we're going to tell you about our progress. I'll probably put things on Facebook during the week. I'm excited about this.
And then we have to bring Marquita back at the end of it.
Right, we should have you
have
back
you come back at the end of it.
That would be great. So we can tell you our experiences, because I've told you guys this before. I am an emotional eater, and that took me a lot of courage to say one day on my TV show that I am an emotional eater. But I want you to know that I'm not perfect. You know, I have issues too. I have a weight problem. I have eating problems. I don't want to get to the point where I'm on medication and where I have to rely on something, because when I went to have that physical last year, she wanted to put me on, I don't know, some glucophage or something like that, and I said no. And she says, well, what are you going to do? Because their answer to a solution is give them a pill. Well, I don't want the pill, and I don't want the side effects.
I get very, very.
I know.
I don't. That's a whole nother topic.
I know, that is a
show in
totally
itself.
It is.
But that's been my motivation for doing what I'm doing as well, because I want people to know they don't have to. You don't have to stay there where you're taking. I'm telling you, food is powerful. Food is medicine. Just your whole, and sometimes it's not what's on your plate, as we're talking about now, is what's off the stress, things like that. But you don't have to just sit and take and say, oh, okay, we'll take this and do that, and okay, no, you don't have to. I promise you that. I can tell you can have just a healthy life, a great quality of life, energy. Just you can.
Right.
You can.
You can. And another thing that I want to tell people about is if you are having issues, my business partner Judy Richards and I are having a retreat on October 13th, 14th, and 15th at the Hyatt Place up at Short Pump Mall. It's Friday night the 13th of October, all day Saturday the 14th, and Sunday morning the 15th. We have food, and it's going to be healthy food. We have lunch prepared. We're going out to dinner that night. You will be learning ways to improve your life. You'll have this blank slate where we're going to get ready to make vision boards, and we're going to do drumming and scarf dancing and meditation and yoga. We're going to be doing a lot of yoga. I've been twisting and turning to practice the yoga. Both Judy and I, we text each other every night. I've done the yoga.
That is awesome.
We're going to do that. We're going to have Rosemary Prophet from Good For You Energy. She's an energy healer. She's my energy healer. She's awesome. She's going to be coming in to talking about energy on Saturday. So sign up. Give me a call at 804-350-0034. It only costs $50 to save your seat.
That's awesome.
You can make payments. It's $325 totally. And, the first payment after you save your seat would be $137.50, I think. And then the next one would be $137.50. It's something that you can do for yourself. It's affordable. It is a very affordable retreat because we got a great deal with the Hyatt Place. And retreats normally are not that affordable.
Yeah.
I have seen retreats where they're thousands of dollars.
I was going to say, that's the price you pay for a one day something.
Right. That is what it's less than what you pay for a one day. You pay a lot for a one day retreat. So get in touch with me or look at my website, creatingtheamazingyou.com. All the information is there. You can email me at toppriorityllc @gmail.com. And the reason why my business is called Top Priority, because I want everybody's health and life to be their top priority.
Love it.
I want you guys to make your lives your top priority. I know Josie does and Marquita does. That's why Marquita's doing this great 21-day eating, what's it called?
21-day weight loss jumpstart.
Weight loss jumpstart. It's a great way to jumpstart your weight loss.
And jumpstart your health. I mean,
Jumpstart your life.
your life. Exactly.
What a great way to start
you
the
have
fall.
such power. Yeah, you have power. You have the power to
So
take your health into
timely.
your hands.
That is a great thought.
Fall
It
in
is
love with
so-
yourself.
That's
Fall
what
in
it is.
love
Getting
with
healthy.
yourself.
By getting healthy.
Yeah.
Get healthy.
Yes.
Do something for you. You deserve it.
Yep, I do.
You deserve it.
I
I
do.
deserve it.
I do.
She did. That's why
You
she
do.
put a lot of time. You all deserve it.
Yes.
Yes.
She put a lot of time into getting the grocery list. I mean, to have somebody give me a grocery list. I mean, that's
I know.
that's worth it in
That's
itself.
that's half the challenge right there.
Yeah. You don't have to even think about the groceries.
'Cause I can just give that to my husband. You go get
Go
this.
go
This is
get
a
it.
list.
You know, here's the recipe. She's got the recipe.
If I sign up tonight, can I get the list tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Everything it's already ready. As soon as you sign up, you go straight and you're able to download all your materials
Okay.
and get everything.
And what's your website, girlfriend?
So again, www.eatlaughheal.com.
That is such a positive website, in my opinion. So positive. And how can they get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me by that website as well. Also, Marquita at eatlaughheal.com. Or my phone number, 804-601-4348.
There
And how
you
do you
go.
spell Marquita?
Marquita. Great,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. And if you want to friend her on Facebook, you can look on my Facebook page. She's under Marquita Ford.
Yeah, because I had a couple people who did friend me that were friends of yours, so they
Really?
did find
They did
so that's
find
awesome.
you. They probably looked on my Facebook
Yeah, I
page.
think so. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So she does have a new last name because she's been married for, how long you been married?
4 years this year.
4 years.
Oh, we
And
just 4 years.
Yeah, and she hasn't changed her name yet, but she got potential.
Get in there.
She'll get to it eventually. You
Or
know.
not.
or not, right. So, but I really hope and pray that you guys will start taking care of yourselves. It is so important. If you need to
Yes.
get off of medication, if you
Yes.
feel you want to get off of medication because you're tired of looking at all those bottles on your kitchen table, give her a call. What's your phone number
Please.
again?
804-601-4348.
Because when she had her weight problem, you had sleep apnea.
Blood
Blood
high blood
pressure
pressure, high
problems.
cholesterol.
Yeah, she had all the gamut. And once you get on one of those pills, you start getting on all the others anyhow. And when people are overweight, we have more health issues. You will have more health issues. It's harder to walk. It's harder to move. It takes a lot of effort for you to get out of bed in the morning.
Your mind is foggy.
It's foggy.
Yeah.
Yep, it really is. So it helps you stay focused. We're going to do this. What do you think about juicing? Just asking.
I mean, juicing is fine. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I've got, and there's some juice recipes in the recipe thing too.
There you go. There you go. You got a
It's
blender
just kind of
of
giving your digestion a break.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So we're getting ready to wrap up. I know my husband's getting ready to play that music. I can see him ready over
He's
there.
ready to turn it
He's
on.
ready to turn it on and get us rocking and rolling. But if you have any questions, you can get in touch with me. You can get in touch with Josie. Josie, how do they get in touch with you? And by the way, what's going on with you?
Wow. We'll talk about that next week.
Okay. Not that I didn't forget about you, but
But I'm just all into what's happening here. You know,
yeah.
this is what's important.
This is, and you, all my listeners, you guys are important. We
Yes.
love you all. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and coming into my den. We do a cheers at the end, and we hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have a great week. Love you all, and remember, change your life
Yeah.
today.
Get healthy.
That's right. Get healthy.